What's up, guys? It's Dwayne, back again for another video, back again for a reaction, and today's a great, wonderful, amazing, beautiful day because it's a German day. 10 reasons you will never leave Germany. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
What is up, Soul Fam? This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and here today I am at this beautiful park. I don't think I'm gonna let you see it. Nah, I might let you see it.
That's like London.
But I am.
Why did that look like London just then? That looked like that looked like London. That's not London? Is that not the O2 Arena? Wow, if this is Germany or somewhere in Germany, it looks so much like London. Wow.
But I am here today in this video. We're going to be talking about my 10 personal reasons why you'll come to Germany and you'll never want to leave. I'm telling you right now, buddy, you'll never want to leave. You're not going to want to do it. I didn't do it. You're probably not going to do it. Probably not. These are definitely 10 reasons. Now, they might vary from person to person, but I definitely believe these are like almost universal from any shit, man. I'm gonna say any dude, a lot of girls or females. I don't call girls girls. Military thing, females. I don't know. I think it's just more politically correct because girls can be women, women can be girls, boys can be guys, man, whatever. These are the 10 reasons why I definitely think I stayed. And I ain't going nowhere. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. And if you're cool with it, thank you. You're awesome. I'll make sure to make you proud. Number one reason for me, girls. We're gonna skip that one right now. So number 2 is school is free. Now I'm currently...
University is free. Huh. I grew up in the wrong country. I grew up in the wrong country. Why did I grow up in the UK? I should have grown up in Germany. Germany's only across the water. Why? It's not fair. I have debt. I have debt now because of university. Jealous. Very jealous.
The process of trying to get my black ass into the German college system to get my school popping and on, but school for the most part is free in Europe, I want to say. I don't exactly know, so I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, don't say that because you're wrong. In the UK, no, it's not free. Upsettingly, it's not free. But in a lot of European countries, it is free. Like Sweden, Norway, Denmark maybe, and obviously Germany.
But I know it is in Germany. The only thing that really have to know German. I think you need to be level 2 certified in order to take college classes in Germany. And also the process, like the forms and shit like that, like they are way longer than I've ever done in America or Australia. Usually I'm like, hey man, I almost wish they kind of charge for it because I usually be like, hey, here's some money, like get on my lens. Hey, get the fuck out of my lens. Like usually I'm just like, hey, you know, here's some money. I want to go to school. Thank you very much. I'm taking classes now. Give me my degree when I'm done, you know? But there's a lot of forms you got to fill out. There's a lot of stipulations. You got to have this, an apartment, and blah, blah, blah. But after you do all that, the schooling is free to you. Now, obviously, you're not going to get like healthcare and all that other shit, but you will be able to attend classes for free. You will have free tuition, and it's just an awesome thing to have. That's like one of the things in America right now. They're fighting, trying to get free tuition, but if everything's free, then the taxpayers gotta pay. Like, I don't even like getting all that bullshit. School's free, man. Free.
It's true, it's not free. Keep saying it's free. Technically, it's not free because we do pay for schooling through our taxes. So I'm guessing taxes in Germany must be a little bit higher than the UK. However, I would prefer to pay higher taxes and have free university. Yeah, 100%. I'd prefer that because at least I have the option of getting my free degree, and then if I want to stay in the UK with the high taxes and pay the high taxes, I can do that. Or I can take my degree elsewhere where the taxes are lower and get a job there. I wish I had that option, but we didn't have that option.
Get your ass in class. That was a rhyme. I didn't even know it. Get your ass in class. Number 3 is definitely the beer in Germany. Now, I know we're talking about Germany, the Dutch, all these people, they're probably going to be fighting for who's the best beer. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I'm telling you, the beer. Once you drink German beer, you will never drink that American piss water again. That shit was so disgusting when I went back to the States. I promise you, I will never ever drink American beer again. If I ever go back to the States and I'm drinking, I'm gonna get fucked up off Patron or...
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I get it. Like, beer in Europe in general, alcohol in Europe is just very, very good, but like, beer in Britain, I think, is quite similar to beer in Germany. Like, we have high quality ale houses, high quality beer if you want that. We don't have that bottled, we have proper like tap, Whereas I think in America, I think that everything's bottled beer. And I just don't think it's very high quality.
Bacardi and Hennessy. I'm drinking hard liquor, baby, but I will not drink that beer again. That shit is gross. That shit is motherfucking roast. Just the different types of flavors they got in drink. Yo, I can taste it, fam. I can taste it. Yo, the beer in Germany. Basically, like, point blank beer. If you ain't had beer in Europe, you ain't never had real beer. The shit is gross proper. In the States. I don't care where you got it from, unless it's imported directly and it's broken all of the import and deportation laws. That shit is gross. Number 3, that's 6. Number 3, the quality of the food, man. Now, when I'm talking about food, obviously, I mean, we got some dope spots in America. There's a lot of food that, anywhere in Europe, they ain't fucking with us. I got you. But the quality of the food, if you don't know, usually when I go buy food in America, if that shit ain't FDA approved, or if somebody didn't check on the quality of that food, or if they don't have some sponsor, if they don't have some certificate from some Chinese restaurant that I'm eating fried duck, really? I'm eating fried duck, which is really fried cat dog, not doing it. The quality of the food in Germany is way higher. The restrictions that they have, they put much higher on Germany than they do in the States. And
in the States, they feed their people anything. Like, food colorings are off the charts. Everything is like modified meat. Probably everything's like grown in a lab. Like, their food's scary. Like fluorescent colored foods. Like, they love that in America, whereas in Europe we have a high quality of like restrictions. Like, our food, quality is higher. So yeah, I think it's the same in the UK as in Germany. I don't know, I've not been to Germany, but I can't wait to go and see if it's similar.
And, really, this comes to, don't quote me on this, but usually in the States, like when they buy food, let's say McDonald's, another thing. I will never go to McDonald's in the States. I'm doing a video on that, actually, like the difference between the quality of food in McDonald's in Germany and the States. It's repugnantly, I don't even know what repugnant means, but it's the differences are amazing. They're astounding. But the quality of the food in Germany, you can taste it. Like, most of it is made in Germany. The food is usually not imported from anywhere else. So all the standards that they have in Germany, they keep there. The standards that they have in the States is really like whoever's the cheapest adhere to the minimum basic standards, and that's terrible to me. I remember hearing, they said that Taco Bell, the grade of meat in Taco Bell is the same grade as dog food. Almost like you're eating dog food quality meat, which, I mean... Wow.
I mean, that's quite bad. That's quite bad. I had Taco Bell once in the UK, and I just didn't see what the fuss was all about, to be honest, but that's really bad. Same as dogs. Oof. Dog food.
Sometimes dog, if you had a dog, you can feed them that wet shit. Sometimes it should be looking kind of good. But it's basically eating dog food, but it's just like good-ass dog food. I personally know that, I know for a fact, you can just taste it. The quality of food is way better in Germany than it is in the States. Number 4, Nightlife. I don't even know where to go with this anymore. Nightlife's crazy in the States. I got it. But just what I've seen in Germany, they get it popping to the wee early hours of the morning, and that's not just in some states and some cities and some clubs. Most clubs stay open till about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
6 if you find something really cool. They have huge, amazing clubs in like the smallest of cities sometimes, and the atmosphere is always a fun one. It's always a good one. There's no negative vibes. Not a lot of people want to fight, start arguments and stuff. It's just a really chill atmosphere. Like I said, this is just what I've experienced, but it's amazing. Number 5, safe, fam. I can, you don't even know. Yo, I can leave my doors open if I wanted to. I won't.
To safety, no more drive-bys. Where's he from in America? Jeez, drive-by shootings. I just think he just lives in an unsafe part of America. He's probably from an unsafe part of America. That's what it is, because drive-bys.
I'm not born yesterday. But in Germany, for the most part, is much safer than it is in America. Now, I'm not saying this to deter any German that wants to go to America. I'm not saying some places in America aren't safer than some of the statistics in Germany, but I mean as an overall, it's just much safer. I remember last year, I went home for 12 days, and I hate to turn it into like a positive video, into like this negative annotation. And what I found when I was watching the news, like if you're German, you watch the news, the things that I mostly see on the news in Germany is like something about Berlin Tag und Nacht, or some new rapper came out with a CD, or something else is going on crazy in another country. And every day in my city where I'm from, there was somebody who got murdered every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Just like I said, I don't want to make it a negative thing, but that's all we see on the news.
I think it's from where he's from.
Somebody got shot. Somebody got killed. Somebody got ran over by a car. Somebody jumped out of an airplane, fell on a building, and after they crippled their body, somebody came up to him and shot him. This is just the stuff that we see in the news. Not only that, that is why we're also humanized to school shootings, mass shootings, because they happen every year. And in Germany, you just don't see stuff like that. It just shows that it's just usually much safer than it is in America. Number 6 is Germany is in the middle of Europe. Like, how convenient is that? Literally, you can go almost any European country from Germany. Well, the really cool ones anyway. But you can really go to almost any European country from Germany. It's smack dab in the middle of Europe. I know that a lot of times I've taken like weekend trips to go to the UK or Netherlands or France or Belgium. You can go to all these countries within like a day's trip, within a day's ride if you want to. Usually in the States, I'm not driving more than 30 minutes to come see you, even if we're friends. Like if you live an hour away from me, like we'll probably never see each other for like 2 or 3 years. But in Germany, for me, it was nothing to drive like 4, 5 hours, cities that were hours down the road just to see.
That's because he's not from Europe. That's because he's not. I believe that's because he's not from Europe. Like he wants to see these countries, but I'm from England and I haven't seen half the European countries he has. Nobody in England's thinking, oh, let me just take a little, let me take a plane to Germany, or a plane to France, even a plane to Spain, just on a weekday, just on a whim. No one's doing that. Which it doesn't make sense because we can do that, but we just don't. We have lives and we do stay in our countries, even though Europe is very easy to get around. So I hear what he's saying, and he's probably getting more out of Europe than people in Europe get out of it. If that makes sense. Let me know if you know what I mean. As a German person, you probably are aware that you stay in your country a bit more than you should. You probably should, go to France a bit more, come to the UK a bit more, go to Spain a bit more, go to the Netherlands a bit more, go to, Sweden, Norway, Denmark a bit more. But we tend to stay in our countries. Whereas someone that's from the States, they come to Europe and they see Europe as Europe. They see Europe as they would see the USA. So they travel to all the different countries in Europe like they're states almost. Whereas we kind of see those borders and we're like, oh, I'm going to stay in my country because, I don't know. Or maybe it's because I live in the UK and I don't live in a country that has a border. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm skewed because I live on an island. I live on an island rather than living on mainland Europe. Let me know if it's different for Germans and if you guys do actually get in the car and drive 4 or 5 hours to France. Let me know.
See a friend for a couple hours and then leave, you know, the same day maybe. But it's smack dab in the middle of anything. If I had friends in Croatia or France or Belgium or something like that, I would see them on the weekend if, you know, I had time from work or something like that. But I would be able to go see them on the weekend, and it's not too far. In the States, it just seems like people aren't driving that far. It's just not happening. It ain't happening. But it's smack dab in the middle of all of that stuff. Number 7, 8, 6, I don't know. I can't remember. One of the other things that will make you stay and make you not want to leave is that Germany is so simple. Now, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I know in America, it just seems like everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. It seems like, you know, you're not really nothing if you won't have nothing. I know when I was in the States, man, I thought that as soon as I get some money, I'm gonna buy that, and that's gonna make me on. I'm gonna be the man. Or when I get this, I'm gonna get this, because then I'm gonna be popping. You know what I mean? But in Germany, nobody really cares about that stuff. It's so simple. The way of life, the things that they value is so simple. They're not a subject to mass media, and that's what I found out. It's kind of like if you go to Times Square and you see all the billboards, every commercial, they want to sell you something, and not to talk down about them, because that's their job, that's what they're supposed to do. But in Germany, a lot of people don't value all that stuff. There's not stores every single place you go. You know, there's probably more restaurants than there are clothes stores in any given city in Germany. But it's because people like to enjoy their food, you know, if they're not cooking at home. But I found that it's just so much more simple there. You know, the way of life is simple. The things that they value are simple. They don't need new stuff all the freaking time. If it works, and they're gonna keep using it. But they don't need like all this glamorous.
Yeah, not flashy. I think that is a European thing, unless you're like French. I feel like the French are a little bit more flashy. Paris, but even even if you're French, I think there's a classiness to their flashiness. See what I did there? But I just think, yeah, we're just a bit more classy. We're just not in it about like showing off on what we have and being very, you know, showing off and being like, I have this, this, and this is looked down upon in Europe, I feel, in most countries, especially in the Scandinavian countries, and Britain and I think most of Europe, we're not a flashy people. Whereas Americans, they're the opposite. They like
BS
to show
in order for them to be happy. And fuck, man, I need simplicity in my life. Number 9, I believe it is that the government takes care of you. Now I know, wait, before you start getting on my throats, German people, I know. Hey, before you start getting on my throat, I'm not gonna say the German government takes care of people when they shouldn't. I can't really delve into that all the way because I don't really know that much about it. But for what I've seen is that they take care of their people more than not. For women that have kids, for their maternity leave, for homeless people, for people from different countries that want to try to make their way into being in German society. They'll help you get a job. They'll help you learn German. You really have to want to be there. I don't want to say assimilate, but basically conform to the German culture. I'm down. Yo, hey, German, I'm with it. I'm all for the shits. But the government really takes care of their people. And I'm only using this in contrast to the States. States don't give 2 shits if you want to live in America. We ain't teach you English. You better learn on your goddamn own. You better have a job. You better get married. And you better be an American citizen before the 5-year period in 90 days or else we're kicking you out. Like, they just don't take care of people that want to be American. The government doesn't really take care of a lot of things. They're doing their best. I'm not saying a lot of people aren't getting aid. They're not getting help. The governments do their best. I got it. But it just seems like on a more global scale, the government of Germany takes care of their people. And the last one that I would say, good. There's just amazing things.
Before he goes on, because it stops really quick. So the government, they help people become citizens. I like that. Maybe I should move to Germany. If I like Germany, I move to Germany. I'm becoming a German citizen and learning German. I do know a few words in German, by the way, a couple, because I did it at school. In another video, I'll show you my skills. I don't really have that many skills in German, but
things to do in Germany. In my perspective, like I said, I've been to America. I got it. There's plenty. There's fucking water parks. There's, New York's Times Square, Malibu Beach, and, I don't fucking know what else. I don't really travel America. I don't know what to tell you. But in Germany, there's so much history that you can see there. They have water parks and Europa Park. I believe they have the most castles in Europe, point blank, period. It might even be the world. I don't know. But they have castles that you can go see.
They have the most castles. Do you guys have the most castles in Europe? I didn't know that. Interesting. I did not know that. I need to know the statistics of which countries have the most castles, because I know like the UK has a lot of castles.
They have cities
You learn
and
something
towns
new every
that are
day.
built thousands of years old, but they just put doors inside of them. I remember I seen one of the chains that they would have, I believe it was like during the Holocaust era, where they would hang people up within public, so then the people walking around could see them like bleeding out to death and stuff like that. Not to say that it's a good thing, but it's humbling to see this type of culture and stuff like that in everyday life. And we don't have that in the States because we're not as, because our country isn't as old as you are. Look at this little asshole. Look at this motherfucker. But I think really, for me, Germany just takes the cake. There's a lot of cool shit to see there. It really is. Like, your history is crazy. But that's all I got for today. Let me know in the comments below if you don't agree with one of my comments.
He's so chaotic. I feel like he's got ADHD. I just do.
Also, let me know if there's something I forgot. Maybe there's an aspect
funny,
of the differences between the two countries in which I forgot. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you watching this video. This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and I will see you in the next video.
Okay. Guys, thank you for watching. Go subscribe to Soul Life, Soldier of Life, and subscribe to me. That was a really interesting video about Germany. Very, very interesting. The last one about the castles. I didn't know that Germany had more castles, the most castles in Europe. That's new to me. I thought, I don't know. I guess I thought the UK had the most castles because there's literally castles everywhere in the UK. You could be in the smallest town and there's a bloody castle somewhere. There's a lot of stately homes as well. But that's Europe in general. We've just got a lot of history, which is, we probably do take for granted, but it is really beautiful. And America is just very new as a country. America is very new as a country. Obviously, it was a country before Europeans got there, but it's new in the sense of America. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you very soon.